Hey guys, it's CSFan001 here. We're on the road to my 360th Platinum Trophy. Today's game is Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage is obviously the second Spyro game. In comparison to the first one, there's some things that are easier about it and some things that are harder, but I did like this game more. I think this was a more fun or overall better game than the first one. And the difficulty overall isn't too bad for the most part. There's only a couple of really hard areas. The game takes about the same amount of time. I think this is going to put me like right at, yeah, just under 9 hours. So not all that time consuming. Actually, it's about the same amount of time the first game took me, because the first game I kept dying a lot and I was just not that good at it. So anyway, Spyro 2 follows a pretty similar trophy setup to the first game in that you basically get a miscellaneous trophy for every single level and a miscellaneous trophy for each of the 3 hub worlds. And that's pretty much it. Like, there's no trophy for actually, like, straight up beating the game, because I beat the game on stream and no trophy popped for that, so that was actually a little bit surprising. I apologize for how loud jet fanning PS4 is being tonight. So, like, this is in the, basically, tutorial level, and then the World 1 hub world, and then you just have various miscellaneous trophies. Nothing from World 1 is difficult, but along the way you do have to find all the collectibles. There are, on average, 400 gems and, like, 3 orbs per level, approximately. Sometimes a little, like, sometimes it's 4 orbs, sometimes it's only 2. A couple levels have less than 400 gems, but that's most of what you're going to be looking at with that. Then you have the miscellaneous trophies starting here, I believe, for World 2, so that's the hub world, and then a bunch of other miscellaneous trophies. And overall, like, the miscellaneous trophies are generally pretty easy. This one, I think, is a little more difficult. It's the one where you have to get on the little minecart and, like, ride across the whole upper area and collect, like, 50 items, and it's kind of annoying. And then these are all some of the more recent trophies I've gotten since the last trophy update video I did. This one ended up giving me a little more trouble than I expected, because he's a little bit, cheats a little bit, you know? He sort of just knows where to go at any given time. It can be a bit annoying. This is probably the hardest trophy in the game if you're trying to do it fully legit, beating this level without harming any fodder, because he is a really surprisingly hard boss. Like, the first boss and the final boss are really easy. The final boss takes a little bit of time, but both him and the first boss are really, really easy. This guy, not so much, but once you complete the game to 100%, you unlock the permanent flame power-up by going to the Dragon's Reach or Dragon's Festival, whatever it's called, at the very end of the game. And once you go there, you get that power-up, and that makes this super, super easy, because not harming any fodder means that you can't kill them to make sure he can't heal from them, and you can't heal from them either, so it's really kind of unfair. That boss fight is terrible, but most everything else is pretty easy. Now we're on to the World 3 trophies. Again, nothing particularly difficult. This is the very last trophy I got, defeating the Ox without taking a hit. Took me a couple more tries than I expected, until I realized that you can literally sit on the ledge away from all the bombs and not have to worry. And then this is for the final battle. That was for the final flight level, because the flight levels in this game overall I felt were easier, actually. I just felt that a couple of the other miscellaneous trophies were harder, but I felt like overall the game was arguably a little bit easier than the first Spyro, and it took about the same amount of time, only about 9 hours, and that's basically the 100% trophy. So maybe that was just me, but that's sort of how I felt about this one, so I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't like a huge jump in difficulty or anything, and it was a pretty fun game. I liked it a little bit better than Spyro 1. I felt like it was a little more focused on like a story and all than just pure collectibles, and there's also not as many collectibles. The worlds are, I would say, no harder to navigate or anything, so with that, level 63, 86%, 15,844 total trophies, 360 platinums, 1,994 golds, 4,004 silvers, 9,486 bronzes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know when I'm going to get around to Spyro 3. I want to get it done soon, though, because it's a Gamefly game. And also at this time, I'm about to finish Far Cry New Dawn, so I'm probably going to finish that first and then jump back to Spyro. So, see you guys then.